My wife and I were out for a short ride the other day, and as we were sitting in traffic, my wife tapped me on the shoulder and she pointed to the right. There, in the car beside us, sat a little girl, intently looking at us. She never took her eyes off of us. I waved at her, and her face suddenly lit up, and she waved back, but she never stopped looking at us. Little kids are drawn to something about a motorcycle, and they just sort of watch what we do and how we act. It makes you wonder, what sort of example are you setting? What kind of impression you're making upon them? Maybe it isn't even the kids who are observing us. Adults see us too, and they often form their opinions about an entire community based upon the actions and behaviors of a single biker. In my career as a teacher, I have the opportunity to impact numerous children each day. Not just through the math that I teach them, which they some reason seem not to enjoy so much, but through the way that I conduct myself and I interact with others. I have to ask myself, if I were one of those students, would I see Christ in me, or would I see the world in me? One of the ladies that I work with, she affectionately refers to me as Big T, approached me the other day and said that she needed me to do something for her. As it turns out, she was wanting me to sign a copy of one of the books that I had written. She then asked me if her niece had said anything to me, and I didn't know what she was talking about. Well, turns out this young lady that I have in class happens to be her niece, and she's been sharing these very devotions with her Sunday school class, reading one each week. I was completely floored by this revelation, and sincerely had no idea that this young lady even knew that I did this series of devotions. A few weeks later, I found out that other students of mine were reading these devotions as well, or watching the videos on YouTube. The point is, you never know who is watching. You never know what they may see. So conduct yourself with integrity and exhibit the love and the behaviors of Christ in all that you do. That will be a greater witness in some cases than sharing our knowledge of the Bible with others. Our words may be meaningless, but our lives are a living testimony to those around us, whether we realize we're being watched or not. The Apostle Paul knew the importance of being a living example all too well. He wrote these words in his letter to the church at Philippi. Brothers, join in imitating me, and keep your eyes on those who walk according to the example you have in us. How we conduct ourselves and how we treat others should be a reflection of the change we have experienced when we have received salvation by grace through faith. There is an inherent power in the example we set before others. Think about the people that you are drawn to in your daily life. What is it about them that draws you in? Typically, it's in how they treat you and how they treat others. People are just naturally drawn to someone who radiates a certain light. They are drawn like a moth to a flame, so to speak. But this light is far more important for a professing Christian. If others know of our faith, they will watch us more closely to observe how we behave. Some will even watch us hoping to catch us stumble. Others may watch us and see the light in us and wonder how they too can exhibit that same light. Matthew speaks about this light in his gospel. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. So how do you treat those around you? How do you conduct yourself when you think no one is looking? How we act in public and private is a reflection of who is in charge of our lives. Do our actions and words exhibit our faith in Christ, or do they exhibit our love for all the things of this world and for ourselves? Our sincere faith is an exhibition of our complete and total reliance and dependence upon God. If others see Christ in us and through us, they will be a witness to one of the greatest gifts of salvation, and that is a transformed life. Peter gives us these words. Keep your conduct among the Gentiles honorable, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day of visitation. Leave no doubt, even if it's only a brief encounter, or maybe a moment that you might not even be aware of yourself. In all you do, live out your faith. Demonstrate the faith that has been transformed by the gift of salvation. Make others want what you have. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love, as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God.